I do sometimes wonder, if it wasn't for posting these runs on YouTube, whether I'd always get them done. Good morning, welcome to hot Spain. Not sunny just yet, because I'm up and out nice and early for today's marathon long run. So I've got a couple of 100 meters left of my warm-up, and I'm doing a classic marathon long run session today, which is 4x5k at marathon pace, intensity, heart rate, power, whatever metric you use. It's going to be a tough one. Okay, 1k into this first interval now. So the course I'm running is a sort of rectangular loop, and on sort of one of the long sides it's a bit of a drag, a little bit uphill with very slight headwind at the moment, and the side I'm on now is a bit more undulating but predominantly downhill. Now my watch is beeping at me because I can't get my heart rate up into the zone that I want it to be. If you can hear my breathing, I'm already breathing quite hard and heavily, but heart rate's at 140ish and I was aiming for about 150. Now, I don't know if that's heat, fatigue, heat, but I'm just gonna go with it for now. Alright, on the upstretch now, about 1k of the first interval to go. The average heart rate for the block has been 142. It's increasing now, as I thought it would. And what I'm going to do is I'm just coming past a little space where I've hidden my water bottle and my gels for this run, because the loop I'm on's about 4.5k. So I'm just going to do a little out and back, finish off this interval, and then take on a little bit of fluid before moving into the next 5k. As you can see, temperature is already 28 and it's only 6:30. It is hot here. Alright, interval 1 done, bottle collected, little drink, little gel. Alright, 1 more minute. Don't know if you can hear that wind, but that's what I'm talking about. It's quite nice actually on the way back up to have that in your face. Alright, into the last K of interval 2, and you can see the sun is just popping up over the hill. This one has been better. Heart rate average is 148. I'm not looking at pace at all during this. I'll check that out when I get home. This is all about the effort and the distance, really. So 600 meters, a little rest, gel, bit of water, and then out for interval 3. Okay, into the recovery now. It's got about 40 seconds left before starting interval number 3. A bit of a tip with running in the heat that I've sort of adapted over the years of coming out here is I quite often take a frozen bottle out with me, but it won't fully defrost during the run itself, which can leave you a little bit short on your hydration. But if you use one of the soft flasks, like I'm showing here, after maybe, I don't know, 45 minutes or an hour or so, tend to give it a good sort of scrunch or whack on a rock, turn it into a bit of a slushy, and then that's now sitting in my back pocket as I speak. It's nice and cool, and it will help my body heat, and the motion should help the water defrost a little bit quicker. So you still get the cold drink. You might have to wait a little bit longer for it, but also it sort of serves as a bit of a cooling pack, I suppose, on your lower back, which right now is a really welcome distraction. So we're into interval 3 now. First half of the last one felt good. Second half of the last one felt okay. So I'm hopeful now if I can just get this third one ticked off at a reasonable sort of level of intensity, then the fourth one is just about getting it done, and I'll be happy with that today. Right, 200 meters left of this interval. Average heart rate is about 145, so again, not terrible. Felt really hard on the return, sort of slog back up the hill into the wind, but I'm glad I've got this one done now. Oh, coming into the last 3k of this last interval, and the legs are going. Big time the legs are going. So this is now just a mental grind out for the distance, really. I don't feel like I'm hurt, certainly not winded, just wobbly, very wobbly. I do sometimes wonder, if it wasn't for posting these runs on YouTube, whether I'd always get them done. That is definitely in the back of my mind at the moment. You know, I put the effort into making this, or filming it at least, so I want to finish it. "100 meters to go of the last interval." Oh, that was properly tough. Average heart rate 143, but I did have to take a few little walking across the road breaks to settle myself. Whew. That's that. Wow. Oh. Okay, so definitely room for improvement, but initial reflections are, you know, I did the 4 intervals. I tried to push it as close as I could to that target heart rate. Nutrition felt okay, had 4 gels. Yeah, it sort of is what it is, isn't it? It's hot and that hurts. It doesn't make it easy. So I think I'll look back on it when I've recovered a bit, and I'll be sort of fairly happy with the fact I did it and ground it out. Total distance will be about 25k, maybe 26 with the cool down, and that's good enough at the moment. You know, like I said, still room to improve and get better. but it's time to do that. I'll be interested to do a session when I get back to the UK in about 3 weeks time maybe, and just see as a comparison, you know, how much better I can do with a bit more training under my belt. So that is that. Time to get back, cool down and eat some food. Alright, see you in another one very soon. Bye.